Hey y'all, yeah. What's going on? I wanted to have a real genuine moment with y'all right now. Um, I am on day 2 of my juice fast detox. I'm on day 2. That part is going well. I just want to talk to y'all and let y'all know that living this Christian lifestyle is not easy. It's not easy at all. A lot of days, you're able to get through a lot of it because God is always here to help you get through. But you go through a lot. You go through a lot to get the anointing. You go through a lot to get the oil. And some people think, when you become a Christian that everything's gonna go away and you're not gonna have to deal with these problems and you're not gonna have to deal with that. The enemy is gonna attack you even more. The enemy will try to distract you even more when you're on your purpose, when you're trying to change. And this morning I was just like, Lord, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I just want a sandwich. I want some chips. I want something. And the Lord just keeps helping me fight through. But I'm like, man, this is hard. This is hard. And I know I put myself in this situation, for being years of just being unhealthy, So it's definitely my fault. And the choices that I made, I allowed my circumstances to determine where I was in life as far as physically. But also mentally, doing the right thing is just so hard. But God said, you doing the right thing, it won't be done in vain. He will reward you. But, we have to do the right thing just because we love God, just because we want to be obedient to Him. But it's hard not having sex. It's hard, seeing people in relationships and, and making you want to, start thinking that thought, then you got to slash it out your head, not masturbating, not watching pornography, not listening to secular, music that is negative, stuff that's talking about sex and drugs and violence, that's not the right music you need to be listening to. Even videos, trying to not watch this kind of video or watch this video, that's not helping me get better for my future. Taking care of myself as far as working out and stuff like that. And, not smoking, not drinking, all of that is hard. Being alone a lot. When you start to follow God and really put your foot in and really pick up your cross, most of the time you're going to be alone. Because it's very few around you that wants to follow that walk. A lot of people around you, which I cut pretty much everybody off. So, I don't really have nobody around me. I'm confident in Jesus. But there's some days you get weak. And that's why I want to make this video. And today is that day. Today is that day when I'm like, even this morning, I'm like, Lord, I just want to have sex. Forgive me for having premarital sex, because if I obeyed Him in that, I wouldn't even know what it felt like. So I wouldn't even know what I'm missing out on. But I'm just like, Lord, I just want to eat. I want to eat a sandwich. I want to have sex. I want to just do whatever I want to do today. And not to say that I want to live wrong, but your flesh wants to draw you towards the negative stuff. The enemy wants you to live for the world. But when you come out of it, it's hard some days. Most days I'm fine. I enjoy it. But it's days like this that is just like, Lord, tired of struggling. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of pouring life into people and not having nobody pour life back into me, but God, of course. But, you know, I just desire a human connection in certain ways, you know. It's like, but nobody, it's hard to find people that's on your mental level, mentality, you know. People judge you just talking about God, you know. It's just, oh, she's so holy, or she, you know, and it's not even about that. I just be wanting to tell people, you know, good stuff about him. That's just like if you had good food at a restaurant, you gonna hit up your homegirl and be like, oh, you know, this food was so good, girl, you should try it out. And that's why I talk about God. That's why, you know, I speak about him, because he is good. So of course I'm gonna tell the next person about it. It's not about being all holy, because I have lived in that world where I didn't care. You know, I thought I cared, but I didn't. You know, I was sinning like I don't know what. You know, but it's hard trying to live as close to a sin-free life as you can. You know, it's hard. Try not to lie, doing the right thing. You know, if you see trash on the ground, pick it up. Don't litter. You know, it's a lot of things, you know, that you have to sacrifice for God. But I know that he walks with me. I know that he gives me the strength to make it through everything. And I know one day this will all be worth it. You know, we're all going to die, and we all have to answer. We all have to answer to him. You know, and I don't want to burn. I just don't want to go to hell. So, you know, if this is what I have to sacrifice, then so be it, you know. You just get tired some days. Some days you just get tired. And people are not going to tell you this. You know, people are not going to tell you, you know, they're going to tell you the bread and butter, which is still always the bread and butter, but it's always stuff that you are going to be fighting against. You know, it's always those mental thoughts that you're going to be fighting against. Even when God removes you from things, you're still going to have that temptation in your mind. That's why you have to be strong and have that willpower and have that strength to be like, you know what, I'm not going back to that lifestyle. You know, God has pulled me out so far. Why would I go back in it? You know, and that's what keeps me going. You know, it's hard, but it is worth it. The life is worth it. You know, the peace that you get, the joy that you get, the forgiveness that you get, the blessings that come with it, the oil. You definitely reap benefits from it, you know, and you're definitely going to reap everlasting benefits from it. But, you know, today was just a day, you know. Today was just a day when you just get tired. You know, sometimes you get in a place where you feel like, Lord, I'm doing everything right, but I'm not seeing the harvest, you know. I done laid all these seeds, but I don't see the harvest. But God said, in due season, in due time, you will reap what you sow. And I know one day I will reap what I've sown. But I have to be patient, and I have to continue preparing myself. That's why I'm working on being the best me. Because, you know, God's going to bless you, but he can't bless you to your full capacity if you're not at your full capacity. It just will never happen, you know. And I'm aware of that, but it's just one of them days. Just one of them days. But, you know, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But I just want to let people know it's not easy living a Christian lifestyle. We go through so much behind closed doors, you know, and so much mental fighting. You know, when you're given to the flesh, it's easy. It's easy to sin. It's easy to go do what you want to do. It's easy to go, pick up a gun and rob somebody. All of that, doing the wrong thing is easy. Selling drugs, that's easy to some people. But doing what's right is the hard thing. That's why he said the road to righteousness is narrow, it's small. The road to wickedness is wide, because everybody's going through the road to wickedness. It's crowded. The road of wickedness, everybody doing wrong, it's crowded. But we have to learn how to be leaders and stand apart. No matter how you're feeling in the moment, I still choose to continue on. Even though I'm so hungry, I still choose to make the right decision, because I know God is in this. He's in this thing, and he's doing it for a reason. And it is to better me. So I have to stay focused. But I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that, it's not easy living a Christian lifestyle, or, just a spiritual lifestyle, a godly lifestyle. It's not easy, but it is worth it. It is worth it. So, you'll have your days, but you just pray through it, and you still encourage people. You still smile, even when you don't feel like smiling. You still laugh, even when you don't feel like laughing. You still keep going, even when you don't feel like you want to keep going, You just have to continue surrendering and continue doing what's right. But y'all have a blessed day. And I just hope this message, I'm here to keep it real, and hope this message, encourage someone in the spirit today that may be feeling low, or maybe feeling like, they're having a hard time getting through certain days or doing what's right. It's not easy. It's definitely easier when you're focused and you're obeying God and you have God by your side. But there are going to be some days where it gets hard, I can't even sit up here and lie to you. There are going to be some days where it gets hard. But y'all keep doing what's best for y'all. Keep staying motivated. Keep blessing people. Keep helping people. Keep staying positive even when everything around you is negative. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, because it will be worth it. And in due season, you will reap what you sow. There's plenty of harvest, plenty. And God is going to bless you with it, but just stay on track. Continue doing what's right. Continue doing what's right. Even if it's hard some days, continue doing what's right. It'll be well worth it. And it's what's best for you. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.